everybody, and welcome back to Dragonwing Diamonds. I am here today with a WIP and Chat. WIP stands for Work in Progress, and Chat, I'm just adjusting my camera real quick. Okay, Chat, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my week, and it's been a very eventful week, so that's pretty exciting. And oh my gosh, there's so much animal hair on here now. This fell down with the glue somewhat exposed, and because of the growly boy behind me, I have now dog hair all over my canvas, so hopefully it's not going to be too bad. But anyways, while I do this, what I am working on today, this is Moon Crisis from Diamond Artisan Shop. And here is the full image. It's Usagi and Chibi Usa. This is from Diamond Artisan Shop, which is a new to me company. And I gotta say, I am absolutely loving this canvas so far. It's just been so amazing to work on. There are so many amazing specials in it. I think like maybe if I had one little suggestion, I would say like maybe tightening up the drill field just a teensy bit, just because there is a little bit of gapping in some of the lighter colors. But for the most part, I am really enjoying this canvas, and the rendering is looking absolutely fantastic so far. I believe it's computer rendered, I think, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. So yeah, I'm working on this for Sailor Summer, which is being hosted by my good friend Sophie over the Diamond Help Desk and Liz over at Sleeping Luna Designs. And it's an event that it kind of encompasses all crafts, so you can do like cross stitch or crochet or I don't know, paper quilling, I don't know, whatever craft you might do, as long as it fits the Sailor Moon theme. So yeah, what will I be working with today? Hopefully more than just tweezers, because my goodness. Zero, you're shed way too much, doggo. We really need to get him to the groomers. Okay, what I'm working with today, so I have two amazing pens. Both of them are from Butterfly Effect Wares. Okay, I need to, 1 second. Okay, let's see if that makes any difference. So yeah, I'm working with these two pens. They're both from Butterfly Effect Wares. This is from their Pink Lemonade drop last summer, and this is from their Cranberry Sparkle drop in December, right? December, I think. That's for my trash drills here. And then I am using this pink cat-proof tray because pink fits the theme very well. And then I am using this washi tape. So stop with the auto adjust here. So this washi tape, I chose this one because my good friend Charmaine is also working on this canvas as well. And she was using this washi tape, and I was like, huh, I wonder if I have that one, and I checked and I did. So I was like, look, now we're really twinning. So it was fun. And then of course we got some sticky stuff. So of course, as always, oh my god, this is horrible. Okay, hold on, let me fight with my camera real quick. Okay, I think we got it now. Unfortunately, we're pretty far away from the canvas now, but I think we got it. Okay, so I am of course using glue dots. I chose Cinnabon glue dots because one of the names that Usagi is called in the show is Bunhead or Meatball Head, so I was like, Bun, Cinnabon, perfect. And then I'm using, oh my god, stop. Using Snickerdoodle Putty from Butterfly Effect Wares. And then I chose the strawberries and champagne wee wax to use with this as well, because Usagi loves to eat food. And then this cover minder was just kind of like something I made. Oh my god. Okay, hopefully we fixed it. Hopefully. So yeah, the cover binder is one that I personally made. I made it last year. I had a bunch of these pins left over from my daughter's first birthday because we had a Sailor Moon themed birthday party for her first birthday. It was absolutely adorable because she even had a little Sailor Moon dress. Unfortunately, she doesn't fit in it anymore, but it was adorable and totally worth it. So I had a bunch of these pins left over because we got stuff for goodie bags, and we had a bunch of stuff left over. So I was like, hey, I can turn these into cover minders. And then I did. And then I sent them to Sophie to use as prizes for last year. So, and of course, you know, obviously I had to keep the prototype and stuff. And Sailor Mars is actually my favorite Sailor Scout. And then Sailor Pluto is my second favorite. I initially had planned on doing Sailor Pluto for the event, but I unboxed this kit came out and changed all those plans. So yeah, I am working on her instead. So Sailor Pluto will either be saved for next year, or I might do her sometime throughout the year. Okay. Wow, there's so much dog fur. This is horrible. At some point, I'm just going to let a bunch of it just sit underneath the drills. Nobody will know except for all you guys and me. Hopefully nobody will know. Just basically trying to make it so I can put drills on it. Man, I'm so mad that this fell. I know, I hit the ground, I'm like, oh crap. Because the section was mostly up, and like I had folded the plastic over, but obviously it wasn't going to stick because most of the section is already done. Should just finish the section before I started recording, but you know, c'est la vie. You learn. You live and you learn. Okay, so let's talk about the week. Obviously my recording schedule got all messed up, but yeah, my birthday was this week. My birthday was on Wednesday, so I'll be talking a little bit about that, but it was a good week though. My husband was trying really hard to give me a good birthday week and stuff, and I think he did a pretty good job. We had a couple hiccups on my actual birthday with the kids not behaving and stuff, but aside from that, we did pretty good. So yeah, what do we do? So Saturday, my husband and I went out to dinner for my birthday. We went to a local ramen place here and got that. My mom babysat Sydney while we went out and did that. Actually, my mom and my aunt did. So we went out, had some good food, and it was absolutely delicious. Had plenty of leftovers too, because, you know, I don't know why. Like, I was so excited for the ramen, but then I wasn't able to eat a lot of it. I was like, what is going on here? Like, I've been waiting for this meal all week, and I barely touched it. But, crumb from the boys. But yeah, it was a good time. I think I'm almost to the point where I want to start diamond painting. So yeah, it was a good time. And then, yeah, Sydney got to spend some quality time with her grandmother without us. It was the first time we left her with my mom at her house. And it was funny too, because like my husband went and dropped them off and then came back and got me so I could get dressed, or I can like shower and get dressed and everything like that. Although I didn't end up showering. So basically so I could get ready. And so he dropped her off and then like had to sneak out of the room to make sure like she wouldn't freak out or something. But my mom said like, yeah, she basically turned around, noticed he wasn't there, and then was distracted enough by stuff that it wasn't a big deal for her. So it was good. I'm glad that she was very well behaved, and by the time we got back, they were eating some dinner. My mom made some homemade pizza. And it was too funny too, because like my husband said that my mom was a little nervous because it was her first time feeding Sydney. It's like, well, she's mostly self-sufficient. Just make sure the pieces are small enough where she's not going to choke and you're good to go. There we go. Okay, now we're going to finally start some diamond painting. But yeah, oh no, maybe not. But yeah, she did good for us leaving her there for the first time for a little bit. And my aunt was there too. Of course, she wanted to snag up some baby cuddles and stuff. And then she also hit up oh wait, never mind. That was a couple weeks ago. Never mind, scratch that. But yeah, they both got to spend some time with Sydney, and then we stayed and chatted for like about an hour. And then it was so cute too, because when we got there, Sydney like sat down on the couch with my husband. And then she like grabbed the Roku remote and handed it to him because she wanted her TV show on. And so we threw Blue's Clues on, and my aunt was just like in heaven because she watched the original Blue's Clues when her son was and my cousin was younger. And she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy right now. And we're like, yeah, this version is really good, because the Josh version of Blue's Clues is very good. Like, it stands up really well. Okay, come on, you. No, I just put it back on there. So yeah, that was a good time. Yeah, I think it was pretty chill that day. I did finish a canvas on that day. It was the 3rd. I finished up the Crafter's Den Summer Mystery, which was actually my first pixel charted kit from Jada Gem Shop. And oh my goodness, it was so well done. Like, I never thought I'd see the day that I would take a break from a confetti canvas and work on a jade canvas, because, yeah, we all know jade's canvases are definitely confetti. So it was really bizarre saying, like, oh yeah, I'm going to take a break from this canvas that's heavy confetti and work on a Jada Gem Shop. But yeah, that kit turned out absolutely amazing. Like, I love these little mystery kits that we have going. And it's for the Crafters Den Discord, which I believe there was a link posted in Jade's Facebook group earlier today or yesterday. I can't remember. No, I think it was yesterday that it was posted. So yeah, I'm excited. And she's got the fall one up on the site as of today. I'm filming on Thursday. So I gotta factor that into my budget here. Oh, that should be easy to do, I think. Well, we'll see. We'll see how easy it actually is. But yeah. And then, yeah, of course, I kit up this kit afterwards. This kit has, was it 98 colors? Yeah, this kit's got 98 colors, so kitting up took a little bit, but it was definitely fun to do, especially seeing, like, all these awesome specialty drills and stuff, because this one has, like, a pink metallic, a couple of, I think they're artisan shimmer? Artisan glimmer? I can't remember what terminology she uses. But we have a couple of those. We got some crystals in here. We got some glow crystals. We got some just regular glow in the dark. Got a couple ABs. So yeah, there's a lot of fun drills in this kit, in this canvas. Smush the dog fur. Wow. I just kept going and going, and I couldn't pull all of this off. It's crazy how much dog fur there still is on here. Zero, you need to stop shedding. Oh, he's sleeping. So yeah, that was basically my Sunday, or Saturday. And then Sunday, we ended up getting the boys a little early, because my sister-in-law had her kids, the boys' cousins. So yeah, she had them for this weekend, so we were able to get the boys together and stuff. So we picked the boys up early from their mom. It was about 3-ish, I believe, that we picked them up. So we went over there and had some fun. We had family dinner and some cousin playtime. And then found out, like, another one of our family members was trapped in an airport. It was ridiculous because apparently Delta hasn't recovered from the CrowdStrike stuff. And so her flights kept getting delayed, and it's like, oh my gosh. So she ended up, like, I think she ended up 24 hours late coming home, which is ridiculous. But she's home now, which is good. But we missed her at that family dinner and cousin playtime. We had cold cuts and stuff like that, so we basically made, like, little subs. And Drake tried tuna fish for the first time and did not like it, but he tried it, so that's the important part. It was funny too because he put it in his mouth and he was sitting there chewing it, and then he made the face that he makes. I'm like, you don't like it, do you? And just starts shaking his head. And I'm like, it's okay, you don't have to like it. It's okay. But yeah, so that happened. Let's see. Oh yeah, and then boys got to go crazy on the water bounce house that they have. So last summer, my in-laws sent a picture of the boys in this little tiny kiddie pool that they have for their dog. Basically, the dog walks in and out of it to cool herself off. And so during the summers and stuff, the boys would, like, I think they had sprinklers too and stuff, but, like, they took a picture of all 4 of the boys in this little kiddie pool and sent it to my husband's brother. And, like, with the caption of, like, oh, you like our pool or something like that. And then I missed some of those. Okay. They responded back with, like, an Amazon purchase notification of it's basically like a blow up bouncy thing with water. So there's, like, a thing of water that kind of, like, sprinkles it down the slide, and then there's also, like, a cannon that shoots water at the slide as well, so that way, like, it turns it into a water slide. So the boys were going crazy on that. Eli and Alex were doing like they were like Alex was like practicing for football in a way, but yeah, like they'd run at the thing, the other one would throw the football at them, and then they catch it and slide through the water and stuff like that, because the bottom of it like collects the water that was going through and stuff. So they did that. Oh yeah, and then my husband's aunt was still visiting there for this too, so like this was our way of getting the boys to spend some time with her. That's what I forgot to put in my little notes here. But yeah, so they were going crazy and stuff like that, and then I had to remind the boys, like, okay, well, make sure the younger kids are able to play on it too, because like Maddox and Drake were like hesitant about playing on it because they were doing this, and it's like, okay, well, make sure you're sharing and stuff, and so they were better about it. And then Sydney, of course, once again, she won't go near the water stuff. She loves bath time, but she would not go near the water stuff. So she was walking around the yard with a new toy that was found. It was one of those popper toys. You push it and it pops the balls in it. And it was one from, there's a little bit of debate on this. So one family member is saying it's from my husband's brother. There's another one saying that it's my father-in-law's. So I'm not sure where, but it's either way, it's pretty old. So yeah, Sydney was walking around with that and playing with it, and it was funny too, because like we showed her how to use the popper, and then she just like pick it up and carry it around with her instead of actually like pushing along the ground and stuff. But yeah, she was just running all over the yard with that, which was absolutely adorable. Yeah, that was like the day that I was really exhausted. I have no idea why I was as tired as I was, because we actually slept a decent amount over the weekend. So like the fact that I came home, like, because we were out and having fun and stuff like that, and then we came home a little earlier than we normally would from my in-laws. But we got Sydney in bed and all that stuff. Or was that? Okay, maybe it wasn't earlier. No, we came home about normal time. But yeah, I got Sydney in bed, and then I laid down just for a minute, and then I ended up taking an impromptu nap. My husband woke me up when it was time for the boys to get in bed, and I'm like, what time is it? Where are we? Where am I? So, oh, excuse me. So yeah, I was exhausted. I think it was probably the heat and being outside and stuff that really takes it out of you. I wasn't in direct sunlight for most of it. I was just, I was sitting under a canopy and stuff, but I think that was still, the heat itself was enough to knock me out on my butt for a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, so that was Sunday. Monday. So on Sunday, I let my husband sleep in because he's been just absolutely exhausted from the 2 jobs and everything like that. So I gave him a chance to sleep in. I like got out of bed, got Sydney up, and I think he ended up sleeping until almost 11:30 or something like that. And yeah, I think that's the time that I sent Sydney upstairs to wake him up, basically. I walked up with her, but still. So Monday I was like, okay, well, maybe I can try to sleep in. Yeah, it did not work at all. Like, there was just so much noise in the morning. It just, I kept waking up. And, of course, that put me in a bad mood that day. Because, just, I was exhausted. I have not been, like, I don't remember the last time I've actually slept through the night at this point. I have been dealing with a lot of broken sleep. There has been some, like, nightmares that have been waking me up, and then on the other hand, like, I've just, obviously, like, the kitten and stuff, and the puppy, because Zero kicks me in his sleep sometimes, so it's like, I don't remember the last time I slept through the night. Oh yeah, and then also I'm, like, the person who has to get my husband up with the alarms and stuff, so I was just like, okay, I really need to sleep. So I attempted to sleep in, and just didn't work because Zero was downstairs pacing, and I could hear the tippy taps of his little toenails and stuff, and because we don't have any carpeting down here. And Sydney was being ridiculous, and she was in a mood that day too, so like I was like, oh, finally I give up. I'm up. And so I got up and took the dog out because that's why he was pacing, because he needed to go to the bathroom. And yeah, I was a grump that day. Sydney was a grump that day. It was not a great day. Monday. Oh yeah, and then also that day, like DAC like teased a Halloween drop this week, and I have not seen that yet. So I'm like, oh, you guys, what did you do? So maybe next week we can expect the Halloween drop. I don't know. But yeah, it was just like one of those moments like, oh, come on, because I just got the 2 paintings last week for my birthday. I mean, both of those were pretty Halloween-y kits too, so it's fine. It's fine. And then, of course, butterfly effect wears. What the heck? Like, I do not like my birthstone. I think peridot is a very ugly stone, in my opinion, and I really hate that it's my birthstone. But then Butterfly Effect Wears goes, hold my beer, and comes out with this amazing peridot pen. So yeah, part of my monthly budget is going to that on Saturday. So yeah, I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, how is this possible? Like, I don't like my birthstone, but they made it look really cool and stuff. So I think it's just the type of green they used, and yeah, I'm here for it. So yeah, and then I realized like, oh wait, the drop is on Saturday, and I'm gonna be at a pool party on Saturday. So I like was talking to some of my friends. I'm like, is anybody willing to do the drop for me? Because I'm not gonna be near a computer to do it. And I do have a friend who will be grabbing it for me because she's an absolute saint and I adore her. So yeah. As soon as I saw the turned pens, I'm like, nope, I'm done. Stick a fork in me. I'm done. Here we go. I'm just gonna do all the analogies today, apparently. Oh, there's a 2. There's one single 2. Where is it? It's up here. Let's see. I need to drink some water. Oh yeah, and then this week also, all of us Discord people got into Finch, which is like a little self-care app. And it's like you're taking care of a bird and you gotta like do things daily, like drinking your water. I think right now I have like drinking your water, taking a step outside, brushing teeth, washing face. Yeah, that's all of them. So those are currently set up for my daily things I need to take care of and stuff. And so far I've been doing pretty good with them. But it's been fun because, you know, the little bird does things and goes on adventures and stuff. And you can add your friends to it and send like hugs or hydrate or stretch or good nights and good mornings to your friends. So it's been really fun. And a lot of us in the Discord are doing it. So yeah, it's been really good for me too, because like at some points like throughout the day they'll be like asking you like, oh, how are you feeling in this moment? And then like if you're feeling really down or something, they give you like tools to help you. Like there's a grounding tool for anxiety attacks and stuff like that. So it's really nifty and I've been really enjoying it. So yeah, it's called Finch if you guys are interested, like the bird finch. Anyways, I just digressed a little bit. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so Monday night, I'm sitting there and, you know, obviously my husband's off to job number 2. And so I'm home with the boys and stuff like that. And so Alex is sitting on the couch. And for some reason, he's been cold lately. Like, he's always warm and he's just been cold. So I guess our air conditioner is finally doing its job. But yeah, he was sitting with his blanket over his legs. And Artemis was like, oh, look, it's a little kitten tent. And climbed right in there. And then he was just being crazy and stuff, and then Zero kept trying to, like, stick his head in and being like, wait, what's going on in there? And then, like, there's a couple moments, like, I think Artemis, like, bit Alex's foot. It got a little too crazy in there and stuff, so it was pretty comical. And Alex was giggling the whole time. They just love their silly little kitten. Okay. Okay, and then Tuesday was August 6th, and it was our it was the Sailor Summer kickoff, which is when I officially started this kit. And I was very excited for it because I was so excited to work on this kit. And yeah, it's proving to me that I love it. It's perfect. I love this kit. and all the special drills in it. Oh yeah, so the big thing that happened on Tuesday was, I'm dubbing it the burger argument, because oh my goodness, was it a moment. So we were talking through dinner ideas for what we wanted for the week, and we're trying to get the boys to choose something different, because lately we've been in a rotation of having some sort of tacos or nachos, hot dogs, Brenner, and anything else, like chicken nuggets. Like, so we've been kind of in a spiral of a certain amount of food, so we've been trying to get the boys to like branch out just a little bit more, see if we can get like a different mix of things in there. And then like when we're asking them about that, it's like, okay, well, what do you have over at mom's house? Like, is there something over there that you like that we can incorporate here as well? And so like Alex is always good at giving us, well, he's mostly good at giving us dinner ideas. He says tacos every single week though. So yeah, he's mostly good about giving us dinner ideas, and Drake is not so good, because Drake is a very picky eater. So he's only got a handful of food groups or like a handful of meals that he actually likes. He has been branching out more recently and trying other things. Like I said, he tried the tuna fish, but it's just, you just know how it goes with young kids. It's hard sometimes to figure out what they like and what they don't like, and understanding that just because you're not in the mood for something doesn't mean you don't like it, and all that stuff. So Drake finally picked a meal option. He asked for homemade burgers, and we're like, okay, cool. And then Alex is just sitting there shaking his head back and forth, and I'm like, okay, why are you shaking your head? And he's like, well, I don't like homemade burgers. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, what? Since when? And I'm like, okay, so the one dinner meal that your brother chooses, and you said you don't like it? Like, you've had homemade burgers before. Like, we've had them here before. And then so like we have this whole back and forth trying to figure out like what it is that he actually doesn't like about them and stuff. And it turns out it's just he doesn't like the way that his mom makes them, because she sounds like she overcooks them a little bit, or she makes them well done at least, and he doesn't like that. And then like apparently she also toasts the buns for it, which is another thing he doesn't like, which that led into the discussion of, well, if you don't like it, you need to speak up, because she's not gonna like. I was like, have you talked to her about not liking toasted bun? And he's like, yeah, but she forgets that I don't like it. And it's like, okay, well, like every night here you ask what's for dinner. Do you do that at your mom's house? He goes, well, yeah. And I was like, okay, so when you ask what's for dinner and she says homemade burgers, that would be the moment to say, oh, please, can you please not toast my bun? Basically helping, like giving him tools to help him in those situations and stuff. But anyways, so like we were talking about it, and like I know he had homemade, like he has burgers at my in-laws' house all the time, because like whenever we go over there for dinner, it's either pizza, family cookout, or subs. So it's like, you have burgers over there. So finally all those back and forth, and like telling him like, dad doesn't make his burgers the same as mom does. Like, he leaves his juicy and a little pink in the middle, and we can put whatever toppings you want on it. We have lettuce, and we can get tomato, we can get, like, we have an onion in there if that's what you want and stuff like that. We can get relish and stuff. So like basically just offering up all these options for him and stuff. And so finally we got him to agree to get the burgers reluctantly. And then so after that, it dawned on me, like, wait, you have burgers? I'm like, so don't you like Papa's burgers? And Alex just goes, oh yeah. And then he just stopped and looked at me with a face, and like he knew I got him there. I'm like, yeah, I got you, boy. So it was that moment. I'm like, see, you probably just don't like moms. It's okay. Like, you'll see that you'll enjoy this. And then after that, we were like, because we were still talking dinner options, and I was like, oh, are we gonna do anything for my birthday or not? Because like I kind of felt bad because I brought it up, and then I was like, oh, I probably, because like we did my birthday dinner, the two of us, and then I was like, oh wait, are we gonna do anything actually on my birthday? And I was like, oh wait, that I felt guilty, but I got told not to feel guilty, so that's that. So yeah, so we're talking over dinner ideas, and I was like, oh well, I'm thinking I might want to do Red Robin for my birthday dinner, and Alex was like, oh yeah, that sounds good. I'm like, wait a minute, we just had this whole discussion about the burger thing, and he goes, well, I don't like homemade burgers, and then that's when I chimed in with, wait, you like Papa's homemade burgers, don't you? He's like, yeah, and I'm like, aha. But yeah. So yeah, that was the burger thing. We have not had burgers yet, so we'll see how that goes. Although I feel like at this point, yeah, at this point we might be able to get away with not having that dinner option because we ended up eating dinner out for my birthday, and then we ended up over at my in-laws tonight, so we had an extra day that we didn't anticipate needing, or that we didn't have to actually cook, so we might be able to skip that meal option, but if we don't, stay tuned next week because I will tell you how that goes. Hopefully it's not frustrating and him being a butt because he tends to do that sometimes. Okay, so, oh yeah, and then also on Tuesday, so we were basically holding out for the next round of paychecks because, you know, this was like one of the paychecks that we were able to keep like everything from. There wasn't really much to pay on bills or anything from it, so we had a little extra money. And so we've been dealing with a problem with little Artemis and him literally climbing up our computer chairs. And I'm really thinking, like, I think he's part Bengal. I really think that just because of his mannerisms, his markings, like there's just so much about him that just screams Bengal to me. And I know Bengals need a lot of high up places and stuff like that. And then he started jumping on the back of our computer chairs, and I was like, okay, well, obviously this needs to get taken care of. So we ordered him a cat tower, and it showed up on Tuesday. Okay, yeah, I was like, they weren't in the house, or they were leaving the house when it showed up. It's because, yeah, they went to the grocery store. My husband takes the boys to the grocery store with him, and then that way they can choose their munchies for the week to go with their lunches. They can choose a special drink, which, oh my God, right now they have these pink Starburst drinks. Yo, they taste exactly like the pink Starbursts. It's insane. Like, oh my God, so good. Anyways, I only had a sip of one, but, so yeah, we let them pick drinks and stuff, which that's what they ended up getting. That's why I mentioned it. And then of course, if they're good at the store, we'll get them like ice cream or some sort of treat or something. So yeah, they went to the store to pick all that out, and so I waited until my husband got home before trying to assemble the cat tower. So yeah, he got home, and so we set to work to set this thing up, and Sydney played in the box the whole time, which was good because I was like, oh, she's going to be all up in our business, but no, she ended up sitting in the box. I came in for most of it. And then, of course, like, Artemis was also, you don't say. That was Zero. He honks like something. He just honks sometimes. Corgis make some weird noises. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so Sydney was playing in the box the whole time, and then Artemis was kind of like in and out of the box, and then he also was kind of like crawling in and out of the stuff as we were putting it together. So finally we get this thing all assembled and stuff, and it looks good. It's nice and tall, and he loves it because it's got a couple of jingly fuzzy balls at the top. And so he just like climbs up and like plays with those, although he ripped the jingle bell off of one of them already. I think his claw got caught in it, and then he just like pulled down and it came off easily. But yeah, he was going crazy and having fun and all that fun stuff, and he really likes it, which is good. So yeah, we're very happy that he is enjoying that, and so far, like, for the most part, he's staying away from our chairs, but sometimes if we're both sitting over there, he'll like come over and just like dive on them, because that's what he does. Little naughty kitten. But yeah, that was an adventure putting that together, because we were putting that together, and then I was like, oh wait, you gotta cook dinner. Okay, I'll finish putting it together, you take care of dinner and stuff. And the way like part of it's set up, so it's got these little houses basically on it, and like you had to like stick your arm in and put the poles in to make it stand up, and then you had to find like, yeah, you're like looking blind to find like the holes to screw them into and stuff. It was a lot. It was a lot of work, but hey, I helped. I did good. It was so cute too. I sat there and it was funny too, because like we were working on one of those houses, and my husband got like 3 of the rods all screwed in, and then I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, I got 1 in, and then I go, yay, I'm not useless. And then Alex, he goes, you're never useless. I'm like, oh, you're so sweet, kid. But yeah, it was like a moment of excitement for me, like, yes, I did this, I'm awesome. So yeah, we got that all put together. He's been enjoying it. Shadow's not been brave enough to explore it. He's choosing to continue to sleep on the chair, but we have it set up at the back door here, the sliding glass door in the back, so that way he can look out into the yard. And it was really funny because like once we got it all built and stuff, I put him on top of it, and he's just like, oh my gosh, I can see more of the world now. And he's just like staring at the back and like looking at everything. So yeah, it was great. It was a great purchase, and I'm glad that he enjoys it. Oh, look at that. I finished my section. I have to cut into a new one now. I'm gonna have to make a new one. So we'll get working on that. Okay. So yeah, that was Tuesday, so fun stuff. So, well, Tuesday night was also kind of not fun because the boys were kind of being crazy and stuff. They were doing this like mode in Fortnite that's like a creative mode. Take a sip real quick. I got a piece of or animal fur sitting like right at the back of my throat right now. Okay. Just a heads up, if you're looking at the screen, I'm gonna move the canvas, so if you get seasick, don't look. Okay, we're gonna get closer to Sailor Mini Moon's face, or Chibi Usa's face. Okay, so, oh, you're good to look back again if you looked away. So what was it? What was I saying? Oh yeah, so the boys were kind of like, they're playing this creative mode on Fortnite, and they're playing it together, and it was just a lot of arguing. Never in my life did I expect to have to say, Alex, share the UFO with your brother. But I did. I said it. Story of my life. But yeah. So yeah, they were playing that together, and they were just being crazy and all this stuff. And then like, I was like, okay guys, it's time to start winding down for bed, because yeah, it was, they were literally bound, like Drake fell off the couch multiple times playing this, and I'm like, okay, yeah, you guys gotta start calming down and stuff. And I told them, I'm like, so if you can't start calming down while playing this game or playing this mode, then you guys are gonna have to switch out modes and stuff. And they both said okay, and then they continued to be crazy and stuff. And I'm like, okay guys, what the heck? So I gave them one more chance, and then they ended up just losing out. And I was like, okay, it's time for bed now. And like Drake looked at me, he's like, well, we weren't being too loud. I'm like, it wasn't about being loud. I told you guys it's time to wind down and calm down, because now you're gonna go upstairs and like be all crazy in your room and stuff. So thankfully they were not all crazy in their room, and in reality we only winded down like 5 minutes earlier than normal. Come on. Ooh, that's all the glimmer. Artisan glimmer. Okay. I think it's glimmer. I feel like it is. Trying to decide. I mean, this is right here, so I might as well just do this. once I'm done with recording here, I'm going to be moving back over to my computer. So it's like, do I do the section that's going to be easier for me or the one, but I don't want to move around too much, so we'll just do this. Yay! Get the Chibi Uso's body, which is exciting. Okay. Okay, so that was, yeah. Okay, so then Wednesday rolls around, and Wednesday was my birthday. I turned 34. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to have a relaxing day. Obviously, my husband had to work one job, but he has Wednesdays off from his second job. So I didn't have to worry about him going in, or we didn't have to worry about him taking the day off or anything for my birthday. Okay, do that. Oh, that's all AB. We don't want to start with that. We'll start with this one. So yeah. So yeah, my birthday kind of started out rough because the boys were once again continuing their behavior from the night before, and they were just choosing not to listen. And then Sydney was screaming at me, and my husband was trying to get work done, and then like his boss messaged him with a message that like freaked me out. I'm like, oh my god, you're not gonna get fired, are you? And stuff. And he's like, no, you're not. I'm not gonna get fired or anything. It's like, his messages usually come off a little harsher than they're supposed to, than what he actually means and stuff. Because he basically, like, his boss basically messaged being like, are you getting any work done today? And it's like, well, yeah, I'm trying to, but the job that he was working on had a lot of problems with it, so it was taking longer than he anticipated. So yeah, that kind of made my morning stressful and extremely stressful. Like, I think I actually had a panic attack on my birthday, which was horrible. But it's the first panic attack I've had in a while, so that's at least good, I guess. It's been a while. But yeah, so my husband came up and he's like, because then I was like, oh my god, are you gonna get fired? And he's like, no, I'm not gonna get fired. He was just asking, like, and stuff like that, and basically, like, he was just saying, like, he comes off harsher than he actually means and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, it's true. So it was just like a little moment of panic. And so then he took all 3 kids with him and went to Dunkin', and he got me a nice latte from Dunkin' Donuts for my birthday, and also got me a bagel with cream cheese to have for lunch. So he took all the kids, got them out of my hair for a little bit so I can just sit and relax and in some quiet, and was able to just relax and diamond paint a little bit. And then they got back and everybody did lunch, and I had my bagel and enjoyed my coffee. And then so after that we got Sydney to lay down, because usually after lunch is nap time. So we got her laid down so we were able to take a break and stuff like that. And like, I was extremely tired because, crying takes it out of a person usually. So I'm like sitting there like looking like I'm dragging and stuff, and my husband's like, do you want to go upstairs and take a nap? I'm like, no, I want to keep diamond painting. And he's like, well, do you want to take your diamond painting upstairs with you and just sit in the quiet or be upstairs for a little bit? I'm like, yeah, it's a good idea. And so I went upstairs and brought my lap table and one of my diamond paintings up with me and just sat up in the bed, and I basically was in there up until Sydney's bedtime, essentially. So I put a TV show on and just relaxed and diamond painted, and the air conditioner upstairs works a lot better than the one down here, so I was able to like stay cooler and stuff, and it made a world of difference for me. So I did that, and then he came up and he's like, it was like right before Sydney's bedtime, and like he had gotten her fed and stuff. Are you playing with the jingle bell? Oh, there you are. Hi. He's sitting up on his half laying up on his kitty tower. So yeah, he came up and he's like, hey, so Sydney's all fed and ready and stuff. Just need to get her in bed, but I gotta go pick up dinner and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I can. He's like, do you mind handling bedtime? I'm like, oh yeah, that's fine. I don't mind handling bedtime. It's easy. And I could just scoot things over and stuff. So I did that. I scooted things over. And, sorry, I remembered something else, but I'll talk about that in a second. So yeah, I scooted things over, and then he came up with Sydney and her bottle and stuff like that, got her all ready for bed. And then I gave her bottle and stuff and tucked her in and stuff. And then once I was done with that, I brought my stuff downstairs because he once again took the boys with him. Right? Yeah. He once again took the boys with him to get food and stuff. So I came back downstairs and basically got the living room all set up because we were planning on doing a movie night. And then we realized as it got later and later, like, oh, we're going to have to... So we're going to have to do dinner and a movie night basically at the same time. So we were going to watch we did watch the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie. It's one of my favorite movies and stuff like that. And the boys were interested in seeing it, and I realized, like, oh, you guys are probably old enough to watch this at this point. So, yeah. And, of course, like, Fortnite had a Pirates of the Caribbean event, so there's a couple of characters in there, so... Once that event was launching and stuff, I asked the boys, I'm like, would you guys be interested in actually watching the Pirates of the Caribbean movies? Like, I asked them that. Oh, it was like last week. Right? Yeah, it was like last time they were with us. And they both said, oh yeah, I want to see, that sounds like, or I want to watch that. So we're like, okay, we plan to move, okay, we can do a movie night when you guys come back here. And then, like, realizing, like, with my husband's work schedule, it's like, okay, we have two options for movie night. We have either Wednesday or Saturday. And Saturday we're going to a pool party, so we don't know how much we're going to want to sit and watch a movie after that. And I don't think the boys are going to want to stay up late after that. So, hi, Artemis. So, we decided to do it on Wednesday instead, which I was like, that's kind of perfect, because then it goes along well with my birthday. So, we got Red Robin for dinner. And then while they were out, I was getting the tray tables all set and ready to go. Was I? Yeah, I was, because I was like, where's the fourth tray table? Because it's been living... Artemis, what are you doing? It's been living, like, back behind my... where my diamond painting stuff is, because it's, like, my table that I have some stuff up on. So, yeah, we got all set up, and we had our dinner and started watching the movie. And thankfully, like, the skeleton bits weren't too scary for the boys. They said, like, I asked them afterwards, I'm like, that wasn't too scary for you, right? And they're like, no. And I was like, okay, good, because honestly, that's probably some of the worst that the series does, because, like, Davy Jones guys are creepy looking, but not, like, skeleton creepy, so, yeah. Take a sip again. So, yeah. Boys like the movie, which is good, because I'm like, yeah, one of my favorites. So hopefully next time they're with us, we can continue through the series. Like, I feel like we should wait until next time, so we have 2 days, because I know, like, the second movie kind of ends in a cliffhanger, and I don't want to make them go back to their mom's house and wait, because Alex won't wait. That's the other secret. He won't wait. So yeah, probably do those next time they're here. But yeah, we had our dinner while watching the movie, and then we had some ice cream for dessert. We ended up not getting a cake for me because A, we didn't have time, and B, I was like, well, I can have ice cream instead. Like, it's fine. So, yeah. Yeah, and then my husband got the boys in bed. They got to stay up late because I think we finished the movie like almost 10 o'clock-ish, so they got to stay up a little late. And yeah, they had a lot of fun. And they said they really liked the movie, so that was exciting for me because I love the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. So yeah, that was my birthday, and then today, Thursday, Artemis decided to wake up and choose chaos this morning, so he was being absolutely ridiculous. Apparently he woke up the entire household. What's happening over here? Artemis, leave him alone! So yeah, he woke up, he chose chaos, and yeah, he was a nightmare this morning. So he ended up getting closed in the bathroom for a little bit because we're like, you know what, we just stop for a little bit. Like, we tried all of our tricks to get him distracted and stuff, and he just wasn't having any of it. So yeah. So yeah, we were frustrated about that because, like, especially me, because I didn't sleep at all last night. I didn't sleep very good last night at all. because my husband, like, Zero was actually moved over in the bed, so my husband's like, ooh, I can cuddle with you at night. And so he did cuddle, and then Zero ended up shoving him, so he was laying diagonal across the bed, and I did not have any space. Like, I go to stretch my legs out, and I kicked his legs, and I'm like, oh my god, this is horrible. And, like, my husband, he sleeps like a rock. Like, it's so impossible to wake him up and stuff. So I was like, oh, come on. So I didn't sleep very good because I would go to stretch out or adjust or something, and I'd kick him, and it'd wake me up, and yeah. So I was pretty tired. But thankfully, I think I was okay enough. Like, I don't know, like, I didn't feel like my normal overtiredness, so I didn't feel, like, grouchy or anything. So, yeah. But, yeah, and then we got text this morning because my in-laws were planning another family dinner. And that family dinner turned out to be a family dinner and birthday celebration for me that I wasn't expecting. So, we went over there, had some pizza and some wings for dinner, and then we had brownie bombs for dessert. And then, you know, I had to blow out the candle, and it was so funny because, like, everybody was singing happy birthday to me, and I was holding Sydney, and Sydney was, like, smiling like she was the one being sung to. Like, she was, like, so happy that everybody was singing. Like, I don't... And she does this for everybody's birthday, too. It's so funny. But, yeah, she was, like, cheesing the whole time and stuff, and so, yeah, I blew out the candles, and then we had to, my husband and Sydney had to immediately leave because my husband had to get ready and leave for work for job number 2. So I didn't get to eat any of the dessert at the time, but my in-laws actually sent it home with the boys. So yeah, the three of us left and came home, and my in-laws brought the boys over after everything else, like everybody else left. And then they gave us, like, leftovers, so we got leftover pizza and, like, basically the entire rest of the pan of the brownie bombs. And so I did bust into those because they were so fresh. Like, I think my mother-in-law brought them out of the oven as we were getting there and stuff. Like, the whole house smelled like brownies, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. So yeah, I got basically a half pan of brownies to eat now, which I won't complain about. I mean, my weight will complain, but I won't complain. But yeah, the kids got to be crazy and stuff, and, you know, the boys just, it's good that we're finally able to get the boys and their cousins together a little bit more often, because, like, their cousins are on a weird custody schedule, and unfortunately their dad hasn't done anything to actually help make it easier on the kids being able to see their cousins, so it's been a mess. But thankfully we're kind of working around the schedule and stuff, and thankfully the boys' mom has been very open whenever we're like, hey, can we steal the boys a little extra, or can we steal the boys from you today or something. She's been really great about that. Oh. Yeah, and then since my in-laws kept the boys for a little bit, I got a little bit of kid-free time for the most part. I say that for the most part because Sydney was here. She was up in bed, though, and asleep. So I got to enjoy a little tiny bit of kid-free time, which was nice. But yeah. So yeah, that's been the week. Oh yeah, and then also today, I'm very excited to say that I hit 900 subs here on YouTube. So that is very exciting for me. We are less than 100 from 1,000, and I'm so excited. Once we hit that 1,000 milestone, of course, there will be a giveaway. I have the love potion sitting and waiting to be given away, still sealed, all that good stuff. So yeah, definitely get the word out so that way we can hit that 1,000. But yeah, and then, like, I was so blown away today too because I made a post on Instagram because I was like, okay, I want to at least hit that 900. Hey, hi. What are you doing? Hi. You coming to say hi? Yeah, you coming to say hi? Say hi. Say hi. Why are you wet? Angel question of why is the cat wet? Anyways. Yeah, I did an Instagram post earlier about, no, my voice is cracking, about the fact that I was close to the milestone and stuff like that, and the amount of people who shared it just like made my heart soar. And I appreciate every single one of you who shared my post and got my channel out there and stuff. I really appreciate it. And yeah, it made me feel really good. Like, because when you're creating content like this, there is a lot of doubt in your mind of, well, are people actually enjoying this? And, like, it gnaws at you sometimes, like, oh, people don't like me, what if I'm boring, and like all this stuff. And I've gone through my fair share of it. I think I told my husband I should quit my channel like multiple times, but here I still am because I love it, honestly. I love creating, and I love the people who are here week after week, and the new people who are coming in and stuff. Like, I adore all of you. What are you doing? Oh, he's playing with this toy. So yeah, it's just there's always like that question in your mind of like, why am I doing this? Like, do people actually like this? Am I just talking to thin air? Like, but I know I'm not. And I know there's a bunch of people out there who love and support me, and I really appreciate it, and it makes me feel good. And yeah, I love content creating. It's so much fun. I love having excuses to buy more stuff, so yeah. Anyways, I digress a little. Yeah, and then I did get a little birthday money from my in-laws, so I purchased the Drills and Chills trays, because I don't know if you guys saw, but Firefly has the pre-order up of the Drills and Chills trays, and oh my god, they are stunning. And I couldn't pick which color I wanted, so I got them both, because that's what I do. But yeah, so I'm very excited about that, because they gave me just enough to actually get both of those, so I was like, yes, perfect. So yeah. So I'm gonna get those, and then of course I'm gonna get my pen on Saturday, and it's gonna be great. Anyways, okay, we're at the end here. Got through finished up that last little bit of the section, and I think I managed minimal dog hair in there. And I'm gonna go continue working on this kit while I play some video games, because that's what I do now. It's where my hyper focus is. So yeah, that should be it for this video. Oh wait, let's talk about what's coming up for the week. So I did post my month in review. I hope it's gonna happen tonight because I'm saying it right now, but I did post my month in review yesterday. Yesterday being, okay. If you're watching this video on Friday, I posted on Thursday. I gotta remind my husband when he gets home from work to do that. But yeah, so that should have been posted by now. And so next week, hopefully the how-to video will come out. Things did get a little muddled because of, school vacation, and the boys are home, and they're always down here, and like I don't get time to record anymore during the day, so I have to do it all after bedtime when they're here and stuff. And it's just a big glaring difference between a 6 o'clock bedtime and a 9 o'clock bedtime. So yeah, this week got a little chaotic, but here we are. We made it. Jingle, jingle, jingle. So yeah. I have not planned out my videos for next week, but hopefully the how-to video will go up next week. And maybe an unboxing. I think I need to start preparing for the Halloween season that is almost upon us. I talked about it a little bit in my month in review, but my plan for October and December, not October, for September and October, I'm only going to be working on Halloween or fall themed kits. It's my favorite time of year. I have a lot of these kits, and I'm very excited to work on them. So I'm going to hyper focus those for a little bit. So yeah, that's my plan right now. So I'm working this month to try to finish up all my lasting WIPs right now. So that way, well, not all of them, but all my short-term ones. So that way I am clear and have a fresh start for the start of the month. So yeah, that was a lot. Okay, so yeah, I'm not sure exactly what's coming next week basically, but stay tuned. You never know. Oh, dang crickets. We have crickets in our basement again. So yeah, if you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Get in the center there. And throw me a comment. Let me know how you guys are doing. Are you taking part in any events this month? Or are you taking a break from events and preparing for drills and chills or some other event? Let me know. And if you're not already subscribed here and you like diamond painting content, please hit that subscribe button down there. Like I said, we're getting very close to 1,000. Or, well, not very close, but we're getting closer to 1,000. So let's hit that subscribe button and hit that bell to be notified. Like that jingle bell. That would have been perfect timing, Artemis. Yeah, hit that bell to be notified when I post new videos. Generally, I post Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, but you never know when I'll be posting on an off day, like posting on a Thursday. So yeah, definitely hit that bell, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.